can't localize overnight. The quickest you can maybe do is move a vehicle which is produced in 2 locations, like we see with Nissan, produce Rogue in Japan and in the US. Now it's increasing the US production, but even that is maybe 6 months to a year to make that shift, because you have tooling capacity, you have volume plans, et cetera, et cetera. So you can't do it overnight. But going back to our earlier point on orchestration, the decision of it's in the company's interest, based on the goals we align on, to pay this extra cost right now in tariffs right now. But over time, you will see that industrial footprint start to shift. And GM is a good example. You know, if this is public, $4 billion invested in the US, we're starting to see some models which shift, you know, from different locations. And there, I mean, the full picture of that is not fully revealed. Just this past week, they've announced additional investment in some component plants and tooling plants, because that has to happen bit by bit. If you just move the vehicle without starting to move your tooling and components, then you're also, you know, you have a longer supply chain and perhaps disjointed. And of course, there are potential tariffs on that side too, but it wouldn't fit the local for local. So again, to avoid going on for hours and hours, like I said, I think—
Don't worry, part 2 coming in January.
Part 2 coming in January, so we'll save some of that. But as said, I think strategic decision to pay literally billions, as we see, in extra tariff costs to maintain a market share and start to position the supply chain. And logistics, of course, has to support that decision and be ready to adapt in between. And what becomes really critical is having the right information in the right place to at least mitigate where you can. Right? What can you mitigate? What can you offset? Make sure USMCA compliance, etc. So again, a lot more detail on that, but I think that's a little bit of a snapshot.
For sure, a lot more detail on that to come. It will all be on Automotive Logistics on the website, and our events and our conferences.